Hi guys, back with another video. It's mid-July, it's hot, and September's just around the corner. We all know what that means, right? Dove season. So I'm sure most hunters are aware of how important it is to pattern, whether it's for waterfowl or turkey. But what about doves? Is there a difference in any of these shells? Are they all the same? I've always went to the notion that they were all pretty much the same. And usually before dove season, I'd go buy shells, whatever I could find on sale for the best price, that's what I'd buy. But now I got a bunch of different brands here, and I'm very curious of what, if there's a difference, to see if they all pattern the same, or maybe there is a difference. The gun I'm using is a Benelli Super Black Eagle 2. I know there's a lot of different guns out there, and the choke I'm using is the Carlson's Cremator Mid-Range. I use that choke a lot for waterfowl. I use it for pheasants. I use it for everything. It pretty much stays in the gun most of the time, unless it's turkey season. So a lot of times when you're out there, maybe you're shooting clays or you're hunting and you'll miss a shot and you're wondering how the hell did you miss? Could it be that there was a gap or a hole in the pattern that made you miss? Probably not. It was probably you. But there's always that question when you miss a shot and you wonder how in the world you ever missed. So we got everything here. We got Winchester Federal Estate. We got some Winchester Double A's. We got 8 and 7.5 shot. We got the Federal Upland Steel 7.5 shot. Remember, that's steel shot, so you're going to have more BBs per ounce than what you would with lead. And we got some Winchester number 7 steel. Game loads, Federal game loads. I don't know what these are. These are Field and Target from Federal. Winchester. There's just a bunch of different combinations here. So what we're going to do, we've got the target. We're going to be shooting at 25 yards. Basically got a orange circle. I think it's about 2.5 inches. Basically a reference point to aim. We're going to look at each of the patterns and see if there is a difference. Are there gaps or holes? Will a couple of these stand out from the rest? That's what I'm curious to find out. So we've got everything set up here. We're going to start shooting, get some shots at these, and see what happens. Alright, so we're done shooting. Kind of did a montage there. This would have took all day trying to show each shot. So we got all the targets laid out here. We're going to go over each of them a little bit and give you a closer look. This is the Winchester Super Target, 1 1/8 ounce of number 7.5 shot. You can see the pattern there. It's all kind of centered. Seems to be condensed there in the center, which is pretty good. Now we got the Winchester Double A, also 1 1/8 ounce of 7.5 shot. Seems to be spread out a little bit more. Seems to be a few gaps and holes. Now we got the Estate. This is 1 1/8 ounce of number 8 shot. Seems to be condensed towards the center a little bit. Pretty decent. Now check this out. This is the Remington game load, 1 ounce of number 8. Look how spread out that is. Seems to cover the whole paper. Lots of gaps, lots of holes. That's 1 ounce of shot compared to 1 1/8 of the other one, so it does have a few less BBs. Now we have the Federal High Bird. This is 1 1/4 ounce of 7.5 shot. Seems to be a lot of BBs, but I don't see much difference between the 1 1/8 ounce loads. Kind of spread out, a few gaps and holes. Now we got the Federal small game load. This is an older box, so it may be the same load you see currently, just in a different box. Kind of spread out, kind of even. Pretty good. This is 1 1/8 ounce of number 8 shot. Now we have the Federal game load, 1 ounce of number 8 shot. The other load was 1 1/8. This is 1 ounce of 8 shot. Pretty similar pattern, maybe a few less BBs in the target. Now here's something different here. This is the Federal Upland steel, 1 1/8 ounce of 7.5 shot. Seems to me like there's more BBs in there, and I really like that pattern. It looks more condensed, but it's kind of heavy towards the middle. Looks pretty good. Here we got the Winchester Super Speed, 1 ounce of 8 shot. Looks like a good pattern, kind of condensed, looks pretty good. Now we got the Federal Field and Target, 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot. Kind of evenly covers the paper, not a lot of gaps and holes. Looks pretty good. Now we got the Winchester Upland and small game. This is 1 1/4 ounce, a little bit more shot, 7.5. Seems to have a good even spread, covers the paper pretty good. I don't see many gaps and holes in it. Now we got the Winchester Super Target, 1 1/8 ounce, number 8 shot. A few gaps up towards the top. Pretty even coverage though, I mean it's pretty decent. Now we got the Federal game load, 7.5 shot. This is also 1 ounce of shot. This is 1 ounce compared to many of the 1 1/8 ounce shots. So you can tell there's a few less BBs in there, but it does have a decent pattern. A few holes in it. Now we got the Winchester Double, 1 1/8 ounce. Hard to see with the sunshine there. 1 1/8 ounce of number 8. Looks like good even coverage on there. I don't know if you can see with the sunlight on there. Now we got the Estate. Call this the Super Sport Competition Target Load. 1 1/8 ounce of 7.5. Pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty decent. A couple holes in it, but it looks pretty decent. Now here's the Winchester Steel Shot. This is number 7 shot. This is only 1 ounce, but it looks like a pretty decent pattern. I mean, I kind of like that. Kind of centered a little bit, more concentrated in the middle. So that's what we got. To me, they're all pretty much the same. So I don't think it really matters what shell you use. They're all pretty similar. I do like the patterns I'm seeing with the steel shot. The steel shot will have more BBs in it than the lead because of the weight. So that may give you an edge, but I do like the patterns I'm seeing with steel shot. So that'll be it for the video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.